Good morning, I'm Neva Manu, and this is your morning news fix for Monday, 12th of August. In this update, the sun is setting on New Zealand's most successful Olympic campaign ever. We now have 20 medals, with the bronze for Ellie Wollaston and another gold for cyclist Elise Andrews at the Velodrome overnight.
Around the bend, can she pedal to a new chapter in New Zealand cycling history? She can! Elise Andrews is a double gold medalist in Paris.
New Zealand ends the Olympics with 10 gold, 7 silver and 3 bronze. Dame Lisa Carrington and Finn Butcher have been confirmed as the flag bearers for this morning's closing ceremony, and we'll have more shortly in sport. Confirmation the Christchurch Cathedral's restoration project will probably be mothballed is being viewed as a blow to central city businesses. The government won't step in to help plug a $114 million funding hole. Central City Business Association Chair Annabelle Turley says it's disappointing, but she understands, given the huge financial burden on taxpayers.
It is definitely concerning for those businesses because no one really wants to see the cathedral mothballed.
Meanwhile, new figures show Wellington is the only region not in economic recovery. A new report from Kiwibank paints a hopeful picture for recovery across the country, with decreasing inflation and increasing wages. But there are no signs of improvement for the capital, with public service cuts being blamed for the glum outlook. Kiwibank Chief Economist Jared Kerr says it won't change anytime soon.
Wellington is doing it tough. You can just see it in their activity data, you can see it in their housing market, you can just see it in all economic indicators. It's pretty bad.
There's a mixed bag for Auckland in the latest State of the City report, which compares our largest city to other cities around the world. It's found Auckland's work-life balance has improved and the city is getting better at handling crises. But Committee for Auckland Director Mark Thomas says Auckland is lagging behind when it comes to technology, productivity and transport. And he says those aren't the only issues.
Knowledge, skills and educational outcomes. So we're training good people at our good universities, but too many of them are going overseas.
New data reveals New Zealand's state housing provider has sold off 167 properties since 2019. That's despite a promise by the previous Labour government to not sell off Kāinga Ora homes while it was in power. Political editor Jason Walls has the numbers.
Kāinga Ora raised more than $80 million through the sales, including selling 2 Remuera properties for $2.3 million each. A spokesperson says these homes were built more than 70 years ago and have been owned by the agency since the 1940s. Kāinga Ora says the money made through the sales is reinvested back into the overall housing portfolio.
And in sport, as you heard earlier, cyclist Elise Andrews has secured a second triumph in the Velodrome at the Paris Olympics, this time in the sprint. That's the record 10th gold for New Zealand at a Games, surpassing the 8 at Los Angeles in 1984. Meanwhile, teammate Ellie Wollaston has claimed bronze in the Omnium. The American women's basketball dynasty continues, winning their 8th straight gold by defeating France in the final. And the Warriors' playoff hopes are dwindling after a Golden Point loss to the Dolphins in the league's NRL. I'm Neva Manu, and that's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at midday from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.